What's going on? So it seems like some of the international countries are tired of the passport bros. And to be honest with you, rightfully so. Rightfully so. I used to support them, the passport bros, because I understood some of the plights that they were going through, right? But what I've realized is they're a bunch of idiots. And there's one thing that, oh boy, I'm gonna say it. It's not all of them, but there's one thing that I've noticed about a lot of men in America, especially black American men. They talk a lot. They talk a lot. Like they just need everybody to know what they're doing. I could never understand it. Everybody likes to say, move in silence and gangsters move in silence. They're not practicing that. Again, they just like to talk. Now, white men have been passport bros for, I want to say, centuries. These white boys go to, I don't know, Vietnam and the Philippines and Thailand and these places, and they get the women there, marry some of them, bring them back here. You don't find these guys having travel channels, just doing all these things, talking about it all the time. They just do what they do and that's it. Traveling is new for the average American, namely black American. Traveling is new to them, right? So I've spoken about this before. So the ones that would travel mainly were like the children of immigrants who were born in America. They would travel back to their parents' countries because their parents would bring them back for summer holidays or Christmas holidays or whatever. The average American, they just started traveling. That's why you see on social media, especially the women, they keep posting their passports. This is new to them. This is really new to them, to be honest, right? So I don't know if it's because it's a novelty, why they feel the need to speak so much about it. But these guys go to these countries in Africa, South America. Wasn't it Brazil they were trying to kick them out of? They go to these countries and they just keep vlogging, telling people what they're doing and buying pussy. Because a lot of them are lames, I realize. Buying pussy, all this type of shit. And they go into these countries with the same behaviors and the same mentality that they had here. The same thing. So it led me to believe that, well, the women here might be a little bit difficult to deal with. I do agree. The women here have a lot of issues, but a lot of you guys are stupid. It's not just the women, it's some of the guys too. Because you go into a whole nother country with some women who they behave a little bit different. Because all women have similarities, just like all men have similarities, but we also have our differences. So these women have certain differences, right, that you can appreciate. And you go there with the same behavior that you had here in America, and you go there and you get rejected by the women there. So the problem is really you, the men. Something is wrong with y'all. Something is wrong with them. How you go into whole different countries with a little bit more submissive women who will cook, women who are a little bit more friendly. American women are not friendly. We all know this. The women in other countries are a little bit more friendly. Of course, you might have some bitches there, some women with bitchy attitudes, but for the most part, they're a little bit more friendly, a little bit more open. And you go there and you fail in the same way that you fail here? Nah, man. y'all are the problem too. And a part of the problem is y'all talk too much. You go out with a chick, you have to put it on YouTube. You're talking to a chick, you have to record it and put it on YouTube. Everybody has to know what you're doing. And I see some of you guys talking about the women that you're having sex with. Why? Why? So these guys don't think it would come back? To fall back on them negatively? Come on, man. If you're a lame in your own country, you're gonna be a lame somewhere else. That's just what it is. If you are a lame here, you're going to be a lame there. And you have to understand too that for whatever reason, I really don't know, but a lot of other black women, they across the world, not all of them, but some of them, they, how should I put it? I don't want to say they look up to the Americans here, but they tend to mimic their behaviors here. And you find a lot of women who don't like the fact that men have options. They come on TikTok and YouTube and they trash the passport bros, because what they're really trying to do is they're trying to blow up your spot and they're trying to make it bad for you where you go. But then you're making it bad for yourself by going into these countries doing all this bullshit. So now these people in these countries will look at these videos that these American women are doing against passport bros and be like, they have a point, because we're seeing your stupid asses do it over here in our countries. They have not learned that you have to leave. There's a saying in Jamaica, dance a yard before you dance abroad. It means that you have to learn how to behave here, wherever you are, before you go into somebody else's house or somebody else's territory. Because the attitude you have here, you will bring it wherever you go. So at this point, you guys cannot blame black women. You cannot blame black women. It's you. It's you. And the thing is, what I've realized in America, in the American society, with a lot of the guys here, they don't know how to authentically get women. They use two things to get women. And without these two things, they are complete lames. They use their height. That's why you always hear them brag about, I'm 6'3" and I'm 6'4" and I'm 6 foot blah blah blah. And if they're not using their height, or in combination with their height, what they use is their money. That's why when you listen, I've said this ad nauseum, that's why when you listen to rap music, rappers always talk about spending money on women, buying you a drink, buying you a house. You can have whatever you like. Yeah, you can have whatever you like. You know, it ain't tricking if you got it. They don't have personality to get women. They cannot be themselves and attract a woman. Which is why you find a lot of these athletes, they keep losing their women, because they attract the woman with their height and their money. Then after the woman is with them for, you know, a few years, she also starts to grow mentally. Then she's realizing this dude has no mental substance. Cognitively, there's nothing there. It's just height and money. So when they go over to these countries, the women in these countries, they treasure personality. They treasure the mental. So if you go there spending money on pussy, trying to buy women, it will work for you for a minute, but in the long run, it's not gonna work. Like, chicks in Jamaica will use you and clown you. Because in Jamaica, we don't use money to get women. I mean, it's useful, but it's not the focal point. And in other countries, it's the same thing. So at this point, you cannot blame black women for what's happening to y'all over there in these countries. You got to blame yourselves, because you are who you are. So y'all might as well stay in America and try to figure it out with the black women here, because it's not working for you guys elsewhere. And the biggest reason is because y'all talk too much. Just talk way too much, man. Like I've said this many times on this channel. I just don't understand why American people talk so much. Everybody has to know their business. Gosh.